My dog, huh? How you been, Mike?
Hey, not good, bro. I just heard some bad news.
Yeah, I heard we had the bad news too, you know. It's a real shame.
Shit's tough.
Yeah. It is. Well, you know, life's gotta go on. The business gotta go on.
Ass up.
That being said, you know, making homeless shelters these days.
Homeless shelters.
That's what I heard. I heard you like to turn a weed grow house into a homeless shelter, right?
Yeah, I mean, Peter asked if I trusted the people on the block, and I said, well, we trust them enough to leave them unattended with multiple millions worth of guns. And then he goes, all right, I think I want to give them keys to my house so they can get some Bitcoin. I said, all right, if you trust them, worst they can do is steal the planters, and then they get cut off from everything.
So you guys thought it was a good idea to put our weed sellers into the weed grow house.
I mean, like, it sounds like that unless you know that we don't even store weed there. We store it at Rissa's house where Alex has the
Yeah, but
key,
we
who
grow
Alex
weed there.
distributes. Right. I mean, listen forward. Is it a smart idea on paper? No. Do I think that these people who are desperate for any chance they can get to move forward in life are going to steal drying weed off a rack? No. And if they did, it would be the last mistake they made to do with us.
Yeah, but why let them know that information in the first place?
I mean, that's a fair take.
I
That is
mean,
a
like,
fair take.
it's
But I
just
mean,
stupid.
Peter asked. I mean, yeah, it is stupid.
If you
but
would
the
have done,
conversation was
if you would have maybe done another house, right? I would maybe understand, but like that house in specific is the dumbest shit there is.
I mean, fine, fair take. But Peter asked, I said, hey, I trust him, and the worst they can do is get completely ignored from everything that we do forever. And there are no other houses, right? Like, there's nothing else that we can offer these people.
No, the worst thing they can do is have Zebra growing weed in there, and then Pat the Rat comes in with the police behind them and gets the whole place raided. That is the worst thing they can do.
I mean, hey, fine, fair take. But I feel like the exact same logic applies to the pawn shop with $5 million worth of guns, which they work at often. And Charles has keys to, that we leave, like, unmoderated.
Yeah, well, here's the difference, right? The pawn shop's a business. Well, that's a weed grower. Like, there's no need for him to be in the weed grow house.
Hey, fine, fair take, right? It's as simple as there's no other property that we can give people to give them any type of leg up. Like, they need that shit. Like, they're gate kept from it in a way that is inaccessible. There's no possible way for them to get access to it. Not the storage business we're hoping for, not Nino's dog shit tier 3 apartments. Like, that step is something that they can't get. And I think the benefit outweighs the risk. When we need Bitcoin for whatever reason, those will be the people that will give all of it without a second thought. Like, that was my line of thought. In a world where we property and stuff like that is something that was accessible, the weed growing house would be top secret. But at this point, I feel like it's expendable. I don't think it's worth. I would rather someone have an opportunity than have a hidden house with no decoration, no bed, no toilet, no nothing. Like, they can do something with that spot. And is it smart? No, but I would rather something be done with something than it just sit there and be useless.
But I'm confused. Like, it's not been used to grow weed. Like, Zebra was growing weed in there yesterday, and Pat the Rat walks in on him.
Yeah, and that's my bad, right? I thought Peter would have maybe told someone, but that's like, my mistake.
Like, listen, I understand, like, you know, you intended good by doing it, but you're just doing it at the wrong fucking place.
All right, fine. I mean, they don't give a fuck either way. Like, we can.
It isn't the spot
I'll
to do
take that, right?
You know?
I'll own. No, I understand, right? I just feel like the benefit outweighs the risk because the odds of them getting that rated are fucking zero because they know what happens if they fuck that up, and they want that property, right? They want the ability to have a little farm where they can get their shit that they need that ultimately benefits us in the end. Is the weed house something where I should be giving keys out to people? No. But is it something that those people would treasure and respect and realize the value of what they've been given? Yes. And we already trust them with the pawn shop. So that was my logic.
I mean, I don't know if a pawn shop's a good comparison. At the end of the day, like, we let anybody into the fucking pawn shop. Anyone could fuck over the pawn shop any second. It's not like a secret place for the gang, like the weed house, right? Like, customers at any time could stitch in the whole fucking place if they wanted to.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's reasonable. It's reasonable.
So, was the reason you didn't tell anyone else, Mike? Like, ask Forehead or Ming?
I mean, realistically, if you just waited, I could have put him in the casino.
That's true. That's true. Like, honestly, Jack, like, is there a reason why? Normally, shit like this, the quicker it can happen, the better. Instead of having to have meetings 12 hours later where I'm not there to explain it, it gets conveyed wrong. Then Peter's not awake for 3 days to give them the keys once we approve it. Yeah, pretty much.
Listen,
yeah,
Mike,
I said
Mike,
yes
listen.
because it could get done that day.
Mike, you're supposed to
Yeah.
be the smart one. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? You're supposed to be the one that handles the smart stuff behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And this just wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? This was just not you. But with that heard about it, it's like, that can't be Mike. Had to be somebody else. So, this gang can't afford you to be doing stupid decisions. We have enough people to be doing that. You know, got myself, Future, the whole gang. You gotta be the smart one here.
I mean, hey, I'll take it, bro. Like, hey, sometimes shit doesn't hit. You go and move their shit and tell them, hey, it was my bad. In a less fucking bitched way, but at the end of the day, I feel like they're happy to have the opportunity. Nah, well, good shit.
Man. Nah, well. Shit happens, I guess, Mike. Oh, nah,
Fucking Mike.
I don't think Mike deserves... No, Mike doesn't deserve to get fined. Mike does not deserve to get fined.
So,
We all good, no? As long as you understand
Yeah.
that shit shouldn't be happening?
Yeah, hey, 100%. I get it.
Alright.
I mean, I think we just have to think, like, right? If anyone's coming new around the game, we can't. I get the pawn shop. The pawn shop's is
Like,
pawn shop's just a big clown show. Let's be
yeah,
real.
you got a good point with the pawn shop, but at the same time, I
But-
feel like that's...
The weed place is. I mean, think right. If the pawn shop gets raided, it is what it is.
Like, if the pawn shop gets
the
raided,
weed
like...
place is a little bit. I mean, we'd have to go get a new recipe, a new house, because it'd all be taken, and like, especially having weed sellers too, right? Because who's stopping them from going in there and just? I mean, would anyone even notice if they took weed? Let's be real.
I mean, people don't even notice if we make money from weed. So yeah, no. Like, listen, I'll admit, I was looking at it of the, would these people risk fucking it up for any reason whatsoever? No. But I wasn't looking at it from the perspective of, like, you know, should we be giving them that trust? I mean, I'll take it, but I'll take it. I just feel like it's just in this day and age, we barely have any opportunities like that to offer in the first place. And Peter asked, they needed it now. Had I said, all right, let's talk to the boys tomorrow, it would have been a week later before we even had a proper discussion with everybody there to even do something about it. And in that week, those people could have done a lot of shit.
I'm
that
confused about the
you know what I mean?
needing it now part, though, because what I've understood,
Yeah, but I
Peter,
think
Peter
they-
approached them about it.
Okay, well, that wasn't conveyed to me. The conversation was, hey,
Apparently, the whole
dude.
reason it happened is because Peter was trying to do a favor for one of the guys.
right. From my perspective, Peter comes up and he's like, yo, do we need that Mirror Park house? And I thought he was trying to sell it. And I was like, it's the weed house. And he goes, oh, okay. Do you trust the weed sellers on the block? Like Pat and the other guy, Joey. And I was like, I mean, yeah, they work at the pawn shop. And he goes, I'm thinking about giving them a computer in that house so they can get their own butt coin. I was like, all right. If you trust them, what are they going to do? Steal the planters. And that was that. You know, I drove home and went to bed.
Wait, so where did this come from? Apparently, Mike, you told them to sell the house.
Oh yeah, that was another
Dude.
thing. You offered to sell them the house.
No, I didn't offer to sell them the house. That's cap. That's like 1 billion% cap. Why would I sell them the house?
There's no
I told
caps.
Peter when it was just him and I, before I realized he wanted to give them the computer, I said, if you're trying to sell it, Flippy offered, but I don't think the gang would want to sell that house because it's the weed house. And he goes, no, I'm not selling it. I want to give them a computer. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, if you trust them, I trust them too.
So who was it that said that? Mike said that.
Yeah, because that's a cap of doom. I literally, I didn't even speak to Joey or Pat about the keys. Like I just spoke to Peter. I told Peter I was fine with it and I went to sleep. I didn't even know they had keys, to be honest. I thought, I wasn't even sure if the whole thing had gone through.
Who said it that Mike wanted to sell?
Peter might be smoking dick.
Yeah, like, that's cap.
I will, regardless anyway, right? As long as we agree on this, it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, bro, 100%. It's fine. It's my bad, right? I just, when I thought about it, I thought to myself, I don't think we have a property that they could use. And if Peter trusts them and it's his house to put them on there and do it today, I trust him, right? That was as simple as that. No more thought.
All right. Now we're good. Have we got some mago this matter?
Fucking Mike. Fucking Mike.
Fucking Mike, huh?
Thought you were smarter than
when's
this, Mike.
When's this hair gonna grow back, man? I'm doing it shame.
Yeah, Mike.
I'm fucking sick of
You gotta
it.
start acting yourself, bro. Start acting smart, bro. Fucking dog shit
I'm
you
not
recently.
smart, bro. I dropped out of high school, bitch.
I think it's worse for Mike because everyone thinks he's smart.
Yeah. They're just an idiot.
No, I mean, like, he'd probably get it worse because he's supposed to be the smart one. Does one dumb decision, it's like, fuck. Now, if Jamal went and did a train full of dumb shit, it'd be like, fucking, it's just Jamal.
Jamal is in a train full of dumb shit.